It's something you think you only see in South Park, but hey man, it's manifested. It manifested. We got a serial pooper out here on the loose, and Moist Critical has a scoop on it. So let's just jump into it.
Good luck sleeping tonight with this villain I'm about to put on your radar. You will be trying to snooze with one eye open and one eye on your phone, looking for any Ring doorbell alerts. Because
Bruh.
there's a menace on the loose. There's a maniac afoot, and SpongeBob isn't here to catch him yet.
What?
We're talking about the Porch Pooper, an elusive, nefarious scoundrel that's leaving
Porch poop.
undesired presence on
That's just so insane to think about that, bro. Like someone's out here really taking shits on your porch, bro. Like, what a nightmare.
the front door
What a
of
nightmare.
one man in particular at the moment. But this could be just the beginning of a crime spree.
You probably
Damn.
heard
What if this becomes the next trend? Like, how insane would that be? You would have to be like, be sitting like outside in like on a rocking chair with your like, with your like shoddy on you, like just in case someone wants to like go ahead and like take a deuce on your porch, bro. Oh God, imagine the paranoia people will go through if this became a trend. And I mean, our society's there. I ain't gonna lie. Our society's like at least 20, like at least like 5 TikToks away from just starting to shit on porches. Like we're there, bro. Like anything can happen if we are willing. If we were willing to like, like eat Tide Pods, we're not that far off from starting to like poop on people's porches just for a TikTok.
porch pirates, but what about porch poopers? Don't know any other way to say it.
I can think of like 100 other ways to say it. Why didn't you just ask me?
All
But I
right.
will say, Porch Pooper, I think, is very solid. That's a
That's the best name. I don't know what else you want.
great
Okay, let's see
alliteration
what he
that just
comes up
flows
with.
off the tongue.
It does.
But I've got some cool names for this cryptid. Feel free to use them. The Patio Shadio, Spready Fazbear, Poop Shitman. I'm partial to Poop Shitman myself. It sounds like the name of a
Poop shit, man. What's the fuck?
Kojima character, like Die Hard Man.
Right now,
God,
LMPD
bruh.
is looking for a man who has been using
The
the,
one-hitter
bathroom
shitter.
on Louisville homeowners' porch all
one-hitter
week
shitter.
long. War Jollish tracked down the homeowner and spoke with him about being targeted by a porch pooper.
That's the last kind of person you want to be targeted by. That's like
Yeah, bro. Anything but that, man. Like, the fact you have to pick up human feces off of your porch that isn't yours. I'm not sleeping until I catch this guy. I have, like, you gotta run me my fade. If I have to clean your shit, you gotta run me it. We gotta handle this in that situation. There's no other way. I can't be civil about this. There's no civility here, right? You can't do any civil action here. It has to go straight Neanderthal. We gotta go straight back to the caveman era with that.
being hunted down by
getting a
Jason
club.
Bourne right there. A porch pooper has set his sights on this one homeowner in particular
No,
for
bro.
no reason that they can figure out yet. It seems like random act of shit.
Listen, a warning. While we won't show
You
you
could say that man's with the shits.
everything, okay? We won't show you everything. Some may be grossed out by this video.
When I first watched this, I actually thought this was about to be some kind of like sly plug for their Patreon or something, or like exclusive
Low-key.
membership
Low-key.
content on their YouTube channel. Look, we're not going to show you everything here, but sub to the Patreon or join on YouTube and you get the full ass blasto experience here, poop and all. More
The spread eagle, baby. Let's go. Let's do it.
butt cheek and more feces than you can handle. Enjoy to your heart's content.
Ain't
But
no way,
it's just
bro.
her letting
This is
viewers
so
know, like,
silly.
hey, there's a dude fucking squatty pottying on this guy's front door, and even though we censored it, it's still kind of yucky.
Hitting him with the Stan Marsh. With the record.
It all started with this. Sunday night, a young man in a red shirt walks up to one Louisville home well after midnight and begins peering inside. The
What the F are you doing, bro?
walks up to one Louisville
What the fuck was that?
home well after midnight and begins peering inside.
Can you even see through that? I don't see any glass, bruh. Oh,
The
it's probably on the
homeowners
side.
have no clue. After a few seconds, the man runs away in his socks and disappears into the night. But the next night, he returns and leaves a horrific surprise.
Fuck, bro?
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yes, there is. Hold on. Like, the whole process here is insane to me.
Inside, the homeowners have no clue. After a few seconds, the man runs away in his socks and disappears into the night. But the next night, he returns and leaves a horrific surprise.
It's the fact that he went a day beforehand to scope the place and then comes back the next day like an absolute fucking menace. Like, who you're some super villain in my eyes, bro, because you come back the next day, bro. If he would have just looked real quick and then taken that dump, I would have been like, yo, this guy's a menace. But the fact that he made his whole entire like heist about taking a dump on someone's porch, you're something else, man. Jimmy Neutron typing. Like, you're having brain blasts throughout the whole entire day just thinking how you're gonna take a dump on this man's porch. You're a sick fuck.
There's a lot to unpack here. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he's in his right mind. He's got to be under the influence of something, it looks like. Because he's approaching the
This dude's on some like that limitless pill, bro.
door,
for
and he
sure.
starts doing this with his hands like he's fucking putting binoculars on to see inside of it, about to use X-ray vision or something. I know it's an effective strategy when
Oh
you
my
actually
God,
get
the
to
lead
the
up
door
to
so you
this
can
is
see in a
insane.
little bit better and focus, but he was doing it like from way too far away for that to be useful at all. And then, of course, you have to be off your goddamn gourd to take a shit on a stranger's doorstep. But what's even
Facts.
weirder about this is that it was a premeditated shitting. It wasn't like some kind of impulse thing where he just had the bubble guts and just couldn't hold it in anymore. The dam broke. He went to the house one night, cased the joint basically, scoping out the scenery, making sure it's like the optimal place to take a shit. Came back the following night after cooking it up, like charging his alt for 24 hours, and then released the payload. Like he just took
Bro was probably having that same face they did when they did like the no shit no when they were like you couldn't take a shit for like a month or something like that. He's probably having that safe face where like he's just holding it, bro. He's just on some like red face, just straight tomato looking dude right now, bro. That's hilarious.
the dump the following night.
He was holding
So
it in.
this was something that he had planned out from the sound.
Not only that, it just came to my mind, bro had to like eat at a specific time so he can time like the perfect shit. Like, bro was like had his whole entire day scheduled around this dump. That is you can't make it up, bro. This is some South Park
And looking
shit.
at the footage, he was wearing the same outfit. At least if this footage is the proper timeline where
Wow.
he went to the house first just looking at everything and then came back the next night taking the shit. He's wearing the exact same clothes, so he didn't even like bathe or change in that time.
Ew.
Tuesday morning, I went out to my front porch and noticed this.
Nah, bro.
What I thought was a cat poop.
Yo, bro has his whole entire like he's laser focused. He knows exactly where he's gonna take this dump. Man's
Front
ready.
porch and noticed this. What I thought was a cat poop.
The
Jim.
homeowner, who wishes to remain anonymous but who will refer to as Jim, then
Jim,
checked his
bro.
doorbell camera and realized it was no cat at all.
And it turned out to be a person. And not only did he,
Did he
It was
not
no
wipe?
cat at all.
and it turned out to be a person.
Bro didn't wipe. Bro, the least like this bro, he hates you. He has to hate you. The fact that he's not even willing to wipe his ass. The fact that he had this whole thing plotted. You would think one of those the detail to that plan would include toilet paper, right? Like what? Like that's just
And not
nasty,
only
bro.
did he defecate, but he also urinated on our welcome mat.
This seems
No, nah, bro. What you do? Nah, Jim has to have done something to someone, bro. You gotta remember, Jim. Did you steal someone's parking spot? Did you look somebody the wrong way? Were you talking shit in like a whisper, but in reality you're kind of that loud person that be talking shit and everyone can hear them? Like, what did you do, Jim? Tell me, bro. Like,
Defecate,
stop
but he
lying.
also urinated on our welcome mat.
This seems personal,
lying.
but the
Yes.
homeowner Jim has no idea who this guy is or why he would do this in the first
That's
place.
cap. That has
And to
to
make
be
matters
cap.
even worse, I'm pretty sure I have that exact same pair of pants that the porch pooper is wearing.
Pants?
So I may have been burgled by this gentleman. Maybe he broke into my house in the middle of the night, stole my pants, and left a fucking surprise somewhere that I haven't found yet. And now he's wearing my pants while shitting around the town.
What's even more disturbing is that the
God,
man
bro.
returned a third time the very next night. Jim got an alert on his phone and tried.
The squad, bro. The squad is crazy. My guy is staring right at it, bro. He's saying, make sure that this thing has a good shape, good form, you know? Making sure he's rating this thing like as if it's an Olympic sport, bro. He's looking at it like, I gotta land it perfect.
tried to confront him, but the man was already gone.
You have no idea who this guy is or why he's doing this.
I have no idea. We're good neighbors. We, keep to ourselves. We behave ourselves. And
He was visited 3 times, like the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. But the only gift he was given was the gift of a fucking colon cleansing on his front porch. And in all 3 instances captured on the doorbell camera, he's wearing the same clothes. This guy didn't bathe or change over the course of 3 different public shitting incidents.
Yo.
His hygiene stinks. This guy fucking super sucks. I imagine...
Okay. I just cooked this. But yeah, what if the porch poop is going through like a timeline loop, right? Where he has to do a certain action to change the course of the future. And so in one of those actions has to be taking a dump on this man's porch. What if what if that's going on? And we're just like, we're over here wondering what's going on, but in reality, this man's going through like a time loop where he has to take a dump in a certain way on this man's porch in order to change the course of the future. Now, that's my explanation. It might be just as wacky, but just we never know, right? Multiverse rules.
Him
bro.
going around town, he has like this cartoonish stink cloud that follows him around. He is probably unbearable to be near. Holy shit.
Facts.
Jim has now filed 3 police reports for each night his
Because there's supposed to be, bro. It's like, there is no way you are sitting in this stew, right? You are just sitting in the stew, right? You haven't wiped 3 different occasions. It's probably crust all over you. You have a rash. That's so uncomfortable to live with. Like, come on, man. That's my only explanation, bro.
home
Because
has
you
been
can't be
targeted,
willing
but
to
so
do this.
far, no arrest. Just a big mess he's now forced to clean up.
I'm relieved that he's not violent or he's not trying to force entry. He's just doing his deed. But it's very
Jim, bro, I know you were trying to be positive on the outlook, but this ain't it. You gotta fade him. You gotta fade him, bro.
disconcerting and disturbing. And
In Louisville, Ward Jollis, Wave News.
Now, I did wonder if the news broadcast had just repeated footage here when they did the side by side, because it looks so similar. He goes to pretty much the exact same spot, like down to the millimeter, and he spends about the exact same amount of time shitting, which I find to just be highly unlikely,
Okay.
unless this guy is some kind of anus specialist, the butt whisperer, and he's trained his ass to be extremely strict with how long shitting takes.
Dude,
Then it just seems
that's
weird
impossible.
that it's pretty much the exact same across all 3 instances. But it is very possible because to debunk myself, when he stands up in some of the shitting there, he reacts differently. So like in one of them, he looks at the door, and the other one, he doesn't and just immediately looks to the left and goes away. So it probably is separate instances. I just still find it shocking how consistent he was with it. Same position, same location.
That's what he's finding shocking. Not the fact that this man's out here just taking dumps on random people's porches.
Same duration, and same clothing. It's like when he's not shitting on this guy's front porch, he just enters stasis and then comes back the next night in the exact same outfit and everything.
Bruh.
It's just so peculiar. So yeah, hopefully they catch the porch pooper sooner rather than later. I'd hate to see more homes ruined by such foul fecal matter being spread haphazardly like this and in locations where it shouldn't be.
This is ridiculous.
So yeah, hopefully Jim no longer has to deal with this porch pooper, And I just wanted to make you all aware of this so you can take precautions. If you hear a rumbling of a tummy
bruh.
in the middle of the night, sprint to your front door ASAP, because you might be able to catch the porch pooper. Yeah, so that's about it. See ya.
This is crazy, bro. The fact there's only two routes this is gonna take. Two routes. It's either he's living in a time loop, like I said, or or there's gonna be a trend off of this. People are gonna get inspired. He's gonna be like what Stain was to that one dude, where he gets inspired, and next thing you know, he's out there. Other people are gonna be out here just porch pooping, bro. That's the two timelines I'm seeing we're going down. That's it. That's all I got.